Just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line. 56. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On first down, Swift. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, Swift. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. On third down, Swift. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Kelly. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch.
A little appreciation for those big guys, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third and long for Bridgewater. Bearing it deep for Garçon. Looking for Garçon, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Got an open man. It's QT. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kiki QT. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a man who started as a Buffalo Bill, Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Play action now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right there, 56. Check.
Murray now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You don't know no better. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
1st down, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. On second down now, Swift. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now Murray. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. They'll run on first down. Swift slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Murray on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go play action here on first down. Airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Murray with a third and long. Flushed out right. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Mike 54. Mike 54. What we got? What we got? What we got? 48-yard line.
On second and 9, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. 23 yards on the play. Murray now on first down. Ertz has it left side. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kiki QT. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On second down now, Swift. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on third and long, Murray. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Swift trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a third straight all-pro season. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down. They'll try to run through it with Kelly. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go. Do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Johnson the intended target. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Walker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray steps, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Draw play. Ingram now. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 98, Linval Joseph. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Bridgewater. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. To throw, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Now a desperate. And this is caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll run for it with Lynch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. Check. At the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Back to throw it. Murray. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy?
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.